came to America as Priyanka Chopra and I left as Mrs. Tupac Shakur. Hip-hop, R&B, rap. I was hooked, and that period still influences me in the music I'm trying to make today. I broke some scholastic records, of course. I was an honor student, but at the same time I broke someone's nose too. Got suspended from school for 3 days, a proud moment in my life. I went from being this good Indian girl from a small town in India to a soul sister. In my head, complete with the braids, the puffy jackets, the gold hoops. For real, yo. Okay, so Left Eye from TLC was my idol. That should sort of hint at what I was like in high school, okay?
When you were speaking during your keynote, you were talking about being like Left Eye. South Asians living outside of India, there's a disconnect. But you're just like one of us. You've had our experiences. You've been through those issues. So how does that resonate with you? What do you think about that?
Well, I think I'm an amalgamation of the East and the West because I grew up here and I grew up in India too. The one thing that I want to be able to communicate and I want to be able to do for Indians that live in America is to be able to be proud of our roots, to be able to be who we are and not have to shy away from that. I remember when I went to high school, like I was saying, you know, I thought I was Left Eye in my head. It was because in a way, I didn't know what would happen if I was Indian. I didn't know if it was okay to be as Indian as I was. I think it's time to embrace who we are. It's time to, and especially because the world's become such a small place and it's so globalized. And with the pressure, of course, when you go to school, there's tremendous pressure of being cool and being the right kind of person. But I think we have to own it and just, you know, say, this is who I am and this is what I want to be.
What is it that you want to teach the current generation that's, you know, like looking at your work and looking at every single move that you're doing and these young girls and boys? Because, you know, you inspire us men too. You know, what do you want to teach them? What is it that you want them to take away from your experiences and your journey?
Well, I don't know if I teach anyone anything, but I'm gonna have to like clean up my act now. It's so hard in the world that we live today where everyone's judging you and everyone at every given moment is commenting on who you are and what you should be. But I think that especially young people out there need to be able to turn around and be okay. It's okay to be flawed. I'm not perfect and nor is anyone. We have to be able to say, I'm flawed, but I'm okay being that. Like, I do so many stupid, nutty things, which are completely unsafe.
Did you eat insects? I remember when you were in Singapore shooting for PR Impossible. That was gross. You do nutty things.
Yeah, I do nutty things. But even professionally, I mean, you should be able to do, you know, the safe things which you know are going to do well for you. But I'm a little bit off in my choices, but that's deliberate. And I want to be able to take the chance to try and be different, try and walk down the path which is less traveled.
You know, everyone's always telling you you're successful. But do you believe that you're successful? Do you think that there's more for you to do?
I feel like, you know, the world's my oyster and there's so much that I can do. And I'm going to keep doing it till I'm 90. You don't have to limit yourself to what you're doing. Like, I'm an actor right now. Maybe in a few years I won't be, or maybe I will. I'm a musician now. I might write. I might make movies. I don't know where my life is going to take me, but I know I'm gonna do what creatively satisfies me, and that could take me anywhere.
Well, Priyanka, thank you so much. You're such an inspiration. I'm the male version of Priyanka Chopra. I just wanted you to know that.
From Madhuri to Priyanka. That's Daniel.